March 22nd, 2025. Saturday morning is just after 10 o'clock here. Back at the dacha. And what do we got? Snow. Yeah, it's snowing. So yesterday, first day of spring, it actually wasn't not bad of a day. It was a little bit sunny. And look at this today. Looks like winter is just hanging around. Oh well. You know, there's that saying, if you're ever going to see a rainbow, you have to stand a little rain. Well, in this case, if you want to see the snow melting, believe it or not, you got to let it snow some more. Because this snow here, it's a little bit more wet. And when it comes down on the snow that's already on the ground, is just going to make it melt much faster. So, that's that. Okay, what am I doing today? I have no idea. I don't know, I finished that shelf the other day, and I gotta think of something. I don't know. I didn't come here just to make this video for nothing. No. I want to do something. I want to build something. I don't know. I've been kind of more cabin feverish at home. For those of you that don't know what cabin fever means, well, it's when you sit around in a winter time and you're indoors, you kind of want to get out. Well, that's it. I want to get out. And I just don't know what to do. I'm here. I'll think of something. Oh, well. Oh, speaking of thinking of something, well, let's take a look at the temperature. How cold? How warm? I don't know. Let's go find out. Well, there it is. It's about -4 3/4, almost -5 degrees below zero. Well, there you go. -4 3/4, -5. That's why we have the snow here. If it was plus, above zero, I'm sure it would have been raining. Oh well. Snow. Gotta have it. I'm looking at my stove there. I gotta go light the pechka. The wood stove. Gonna make it nice and toasty in the shop, and then we'll take it from there. We'll see what we're gonna do. But first things first, let's go light the stove. Well, here's something that I should do. I gotta clean out the ashes, or like they say in Russian, zalai. So there's the main burning area, and there's a little bit below there. I figured, I got the time. Might as well do it. So, let's clean out the ash. Well, that didn't take long. There it is, cleaned out. And cleaned out in the bottom. And how much do we have? Oh, there it is. That's the bucket. So, about 2/3 filled up. So, this is great ash. This is going to be used on the garden. Anyways, let's go put it away in the shed. All right, here it is. This is where I keep the ash. So I got one bucket and another bucket here. It's getting filled up. Okay, so let's dump this in. All right, there it is. Okay, let's go back and let's go light the stove. Okay, I got the stove lit. And it should take about 15-20 minutes before the shop starts warming up. Probably even faster today because it's not that cold. Anyways, okay, we got the stove going. And let's go do some other work.
Регион 19. Жилой комплекс «Вишневый сад». Сегодня в Хабаровске максимум -2. Пасмурно со снегом. Ветер северный, порывами до 10 метров в секунду. Утром -5. Все самое лучшее в жизни строится на доверии.
Well, there you go. It's going to get to a high of -2 today. And the temperature right now, according to the radio, -5. Yeah, that's what I got here, -5. But it's a little bit windy. My little flowers over there are moving, and the branches on the fir tree over here are moving. So there is a little bit of a wind. And I'm still trying to think what to do. I don't know. I know. Let's go take a look at the greenhouse And let's go see how much snow is in the greenhouse from when I was putting it in. And if there's no snow in there, well, let's throw some more snow in. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Throw some snow into the greenhouse if needed. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit lazy today. I don't want to shovel that, but I want to get to the greenhouse. So, I'm just going to pick up my shovel and just walk through and check out the greenhouse. All right, let's check the first greenhouse. Let's see how much snow there's in here. Well, look at that. All the snow that was in here is all melted. So that tells me that this greenhouse actually warms up to above 0 degrees Celsius and the snow melts. And you could see that there's moisture in here, which is a good sign. But I'm going to add more snow. I'm going to fill it up again. Let's put in 50 shovels worth of snow. Got no shortage of it. So I'll just start taking away from the bank over here. All right, let's go to work. Okay, I finished throwing not 50, but 70 shovels worth of snow into the greenhouse. Turn the camera around, I'll show you what it looks like. So here it is. I was taking it out from here, and this little mountain that was right up to here is now inside the greenhouse. Check this out. This is what 70 shovels worth of snow looks like. Yeah, and it's all probably going to be melted in a couple days. If the temperature warms up, this greenhouse definitely is going to warm up, and all this is going to melt, and it's going to put a lot of moisture into the soil. So I was thinking, I don't know, about 15 minutes ago, I was saying, I don't want to shovel this. I'm too lazy. And then I turn around and say, I'm going to put 50 shovels worth of snow into the greenhouse and end up putting 70. Oh, well, I wanted to see how much of this can actually go in there. And I got up to 50 and I'm like, nah, keep going. Maybe I'm just kind of delaying what I want to do or what I'm going to be doing. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing in the shop for building. So by delaying that, I'm shoveling snow into the house or the greenhouse. All right, well, we got one more greenhouse here. And if this greenhouse didn't have any snow, that greenhouse most likely, well, almost guaranteed, doesn't have any snow. So probably going to put 70. Hey, maybe we'll get 100. Let's see what 100 would look like. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever, but we're going to put some snow into that greenhouse. Let's go to work. Okay, we're at the second greenhouse. Let's turn the camera around. Let's see what it looks like. Here it is. Also melted, but there is water in here. It's kind of soggy. So, I don't know. Should I don't know. I'm looking here, and the ground is really, really moist. But if I don't put anything in here, I'm going to feel guilty that over there, the other greenhouse got snow and this one didn't. So, I'd better put some snow into here. I don't know. Am I going to put 50, 60, 70 in here? I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, let's start and see what do we got here. Well, lots of snow. I guess we can take from over here and maybe some from over here and clear this out a little bit. All right. Let's go to work. Okay, well, worked up a sweat on that one. Finished with putting in 60 shovels worth of snow into the greenhouse. Let's turn the camera around. I'll show you what it looks like. So I was taking all the snow from this bank over here, and I cut away into the bank over here. And here it is. This is what it looks like, and oh my God, I hope my wife doesn't get mad at me because I really trampled this, and when it dries, it's gonna be full of ruts. But I'm just gonna leave it for today and maybe when I come back tomorrow or whenever, it'll still be moist and I'll level it off a bit more. But check this out. It was like the Egyptian pyramid blocks. So by getting as many blocks in as possible, it's more compact, and you could see right here the lines. So it's more solid, and that means that it's going to take a little bit longer to melt. And so I tried staying away from getting the loose stuff in. I wanted to get the thicker pieces. So yeah, it's like growth rings on a tree. And that even right here, right there, just makes it more compact, solid. They were heavy, but it's done. Now let's see how long it's going to take for it to melt. All right, let's go find something to do. So after spending some time throwing all the snow into greenhouse 1 and greenhouse 2, I don't want to shovel the pathway here. It was shoveled a couple weeks ago, so there's really not too much snow there. Kind of a waste of a time. It's going to melt because a few days ago, before this last snowfall, this was all grass over here. So 2-3 days of +1 temperature, +2, that right there is all going to melt and we'll be back to grass again. So only the sides and the banks, that's what's going to be left with a lot of snow. All right, let's go find a project to start on. I'm just wasting my time here trying to delay some actual work where I can actually start building. Although, yeah, this is work. This is, I guess, what you would call prepping, maintaining, you know, getting the greenhouse ready for my wife for the spring so that the ground is going to be nice and soft and moist. All right, let's go work. Okay, I think I know what my next project is going to be. I'm going to make an arbor. An arbor is sort of like a little entrance to a garden or from one area to another, kind of divides it. So I have these 2x2s right here. So they're actually frozen in the ground, so I'll have to wiggle them out. And those will be my sides. And I have a lot of these thinner pieces that I could use for the sides. And for the top, check this out. Let's turn the camera around. Right here, I have a 16-footer 1x4. And I can cut that up and use that as the top piece. So it was the one extra piece that I had for the roof of my shed. And I had it here, and I'm like, what am I going to do with it? Well, now I know. I'm going to put it to good use, and I'm going to build an arbor. So, yeah, I've got lots of lumber still. And I'm going to start getting all my pieces ready today so that the next day I can start cutting. All right, let's start getting the pieces out of the ice. Okay, so here's the start. Here's my 2x2s. So they're actually larger than 2x2s. They're more probably like 2.5 by 3. Anyways, check this out. Some of them were stuck and as I was moving them, they just snapped off. Oh well, no big deal. I got what I needed. So there it is. And now I'm going to take it to the shop and start drying out the ends a bit and start sanding. Or maybe I could just start sanding over here. And when I get to the end over there, I'll just stop and then I'll put them into the shop, let that thaw. And then the next day, I will start sanding again. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, I got my pieces and I can start building my new arbor project. Okay, I've decided. Change of plans. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave them here like this and just let the ice just start thawing, and that's it. It's pretty warm in here. I don't know if you could see there, but it is 25 degrees Celsius. So it's pretty warm in here. And maybe I'll just try take off by hand some of this ice. And that'll be it. And how much do we have in here? Well, that's pretty much out. So that's that. Better yet, I'll just use the axe over here and I'll scrape off this ice so that they'll just be wet and they'll dry off faster. And let's get her done. Okay, there it is. So I scraped as much ice as I could off it, and you could see it's already starting to dry because it's really warm in here. So the next day when I come, it's all going to be dried out and I can start cutting and sanding. So there it is. After delaying half of my time out here, probably more than 3/4 of my time out here, shoveling the snow into the greenhouse, and it's a lot of work. Anyways, but it's done. And I was thinking, what am I going to build? What am I going to build? Okay, I'm going to build a arbor. And where it's going to go, it's either going to go right here in between these two flowers, or over there, sort of into the garden area and the grass. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm done for today. I want to go home and just want to relax, and I don't know, maybe I'll go out for lunch with my boys or something. Okay, yeah, I guess that's what is it, 60, 70, 130 shovels worth of snow. I don't know, maybe more. I don't know, it drained me. I just kind of lost my motivation to kind of switch over and start working on another one. I need to be focused. So I got my lumber ready for the start, just for the sides, and scraped off all that ice. And while there's still a lot of heat in the shop, it's like, what, 25 degrees, and even after the fire goes out, it'll probably take a couple hours before it settles right down to, I don't know, -1 or +1 or whatever it is. But by that time, everything will be all dried out. And then when I come the next time, probably tomorrow, I'll have a nice fresh start. And tonight I'm going to be thinking of the design. Kind of, it's in my head right now, but maybe I'll just kind of make a rough sketch what I'm going to do. All right. Anyways, this is it for the video. I got to go. And if you like this video, smash the like button, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. Пока-пока.